So last night, I was in the middle of a live, and the news came that Trump and Pete Hegseth had fired the Joint Chief of Staff, C.J. Brown, for being a DE hire or blaming him for Afghanistan. Basically, black man in charge ain't gonna work for these guys. Remember, the goal of the Trump administration and Hegseth is to create an all-white male army, because they feel that, as one person said, discussing the military during the transgender case, the Department of Justice for Trump, in front of a judge, said the reason they want to get rid of transgender and DEI is because our military is incompetent and weak. That's what he thinks of the military. Okay, remember that as we go on real quick. So Trump fired him, and all of a sudden they came up with this retired lieutenant general named Dan Cain, who was a fighter pilot, F-16 pilot, and was part of, during 2018 and 19, was part of intelligence for the Air Force. He's retired, and all of a sudden they pulled him out to be the new Joint Chief of Staff. Not a current officer, not one serving now, just a retired one, because Trump liked him during the administration. Apparently, when Trump went to visit some kind of Air Force deployment, the pilots came out under him, came out wearing MAGA hats, and he said not to do it. Trump said you shouldn't wear it, and they said we don't care, and the officer didn't stop him, which disturbs me. Questions have been asked about him, because the thing about the military, and we have to remember this, contrary to what Trump believes, the military and every officer takes an oath to the Constitution, not to a man. All of a sudden they pull this guy out, and Trump is showing, giving flowery stuff about him, how he's the best general, he's a warrior, and that's what Hegseth said too. And he was done dirty by Joe Biden because he didn't get promoted by Biden. And people around who had served under the guy said that he's not political. Let me make this clear. Trump bringing in a retired general to be Joint Chief of Staff, he's a transactional motherfucker. So when he asked this guy as a Joint Chief, when the Hegseth asked him to invade Canada, invade Greenland, invade Panama, invade Mexico, or to shoot American citizens on the ground protesting against Trump. My question to the supposedly new Chief of Staff, because it probably will get cleared, because he's going to get a promotion plus the job through the Senate, because the Senate, if they approve Cash Patel, they'll approve a fucking potato at this point if Trump tells them it's qualified. Are you truly apolitical? Are you going to owe Trump your job and do him a solid? There's only one other general that's fired on American citizens in America, and his name is Douglas A. MacArthur. Said Hoover asked him to remove the bonus army, the guys who were wanting their bonus after the economy collapsed for World War I, because they needed the money. So they occupied Capitol Park. And so Hoover got McCarthy to bring his troops in, calling them all communists, and McCarthy moved military forces against civilians. Are you, General Cain, going to be McCarthy? Or are you going to serve the American public? Are you going to serve Trump? Or are you going to serve us? And those are the questions I want to ask. When you are asked to fire on American citizens because Trump is pissed at them, are you going to do it? Will you invade allies? Will you turn your back on allies? I'm going to ask you, what's more important, the Constitution or loyalty to Trump, who did you a solid?